kick off the second half. Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coach Stein told me coming out of the locker room, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. There's some room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. In the red area, it's Baxter. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. LSU right back to the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Here's a give to Durham. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he has got it rolling. He may be running toward that Bayou Bengal record book. Tyron Davis-Price, Leonard Fournette in that single-game rushing record territory.
Yeah, and that means you're having a heck of a day. That means you're showing off all the goods, too, with speed and being able to break tackles. And this defense knows they're running the football, but this LSU run game is too dynamic right now.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking.
What a job to lay out and make grabbed in the middle. It's Green.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an
Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the LSU Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, Sam Levitt. He threw for 6 touchdowns in their victory last time out. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. LSU quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air using the quick game. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Motion from the wideout. Maybe a crease. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Bears the pressure. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. The run inside. It's Durham. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires quickly. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll run it with Caden Durham. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're working that left side.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, LSU! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hand off for Baxter. There's a crease. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. On 1st down, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Handoff, Caden Durham. Inside the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Levin. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll run the counter. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Across the 45. Snags it and he's open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win.
Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Powers through the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Swings it out to his running back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Really nice individual effort.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Baxter. Finding some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And, man, that is crushing to a defense. You force the 4th down. You know they're going to run the football. You're bringing guys near the line of scrimmage, and you can't get him to the ground. Not only does he get the first down, he gets a huge chunk after that. This defense is definitely going to be deflated.
Wide receiver going in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught over the middle. It's Rodriguez. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is good. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Back to pass, it's Levin. Got a man, it's Harris. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The Tigers line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, what a move. Makes a grip. Oh, he broke out another move. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodriguez. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires on the run. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the number 22 team, the James Madison Dukes. And it's Georgia Southern with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Got it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start on the ground with Durham. There he goes. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. LSU quick to the line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Under fire. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Tigers now can really generate some momentum if they turn that turnover into points. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Harris. Could not make his way to the corner. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU right back to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Zings it complete to the right. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the two. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Got enough for the first. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Off the play fake. The sure hands. It's Gilmore. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And here he comes out of the end zone. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running the red zone. It's Durham. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Back to pass. It's Levin. Steps away. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Here's a give to Durham. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. The give, it's Barnes. Might have a chance. Ripping through the defense. Crosses midfield. 30. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Got enough for the first. He now has 108 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Running inside. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. LSU quick to the line. To the air, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Durham. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Trying to move them on the counter. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Clock stops, and we reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Lets it fly with the catch. It's Barnes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quick release by the QB. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.